What's up, my dudes? The most realistic track in MX bikes. Let me just tell you right now, I've never seen a track like this, never rode on a track like this in my entire time of playing MX bikes. It's a whole nother level. It's on a whole nother level. I mean, holy, like, you should be able to just see straight up from the gameplay. This is definitely what you would call hyper-realistic. I find it to be kind of funny because the dude that made this track, his name's JV. Literally just JV. That's the name. You'll probably see quite a few of those custom tracks on mxbikesmods.com. But the funny part is he put in the description, he was like, I tried to make it as close to one-to-one scaling as I possibly could. And the funniest part about all of it is, to me, it doesn't even feel as, tight and cramped and, too small scaling as what I feel on a lot of the other MX bikes tracks. I don't know. This track is plenty wide enough. It doesn't feel cramped down in that sense. I feel like the lanes are pretty good. There's skill gap all over this track. I just thought that was a funny little thing to throw into the video that the guy said, tried to make it as one-to-one scaling as possible, and in reality, it's actually, if this is one-to-one scaling, then whatever the hell 90% of you other MX bikes track makers are making is like 0.7 to 1 scaling or some shit. It's even smaller scaling than this. So either way, this track's big hossin'. You don't want to be a beginner on this track right here. This was really tricky for me, not playing MX bikes for 2 months and then trying to ride on a track this rough. This is what you call pre-made, big dogs. This is what it is right here. You don't even need terrain deformation on a track like this. You literally don't. You don't need it. It's like already got it, dog. But one thing I did want to say in this video here is I want to apologize for the stupid... You guys thinking I was coming back like 2 months ago when I live streamed 5 or 6 times and I didn't post anything for 2 months. I've been on a roller coaster and a half of shit. I'm not going to bore you with getting too deep into it. I just wanted to apologize for that and let you know that I'm finally back in the place where I was last year when I really started live streaming all the time and did all those streams last year. I'm literally in that exact same place now. Again, finally, after a year. So... you tell me how many issues I'm going to have now, because I'm right back where I was. Super fast internet. I got it all back. So everything's coming back, man. I'm telling you. And this is set in stone now. I was all over the place, man. Went to office spaces, and that wasn't really what I was needing. Tried to set up my crap in my parents' house again. It was a disaster. But anyways, I got it all back now. Sorry for the delay on everything. You'll be seeing literally, I will be uploading or live streaming every single day. Like, maybe even upload and stream every single day here pretty soon, but at least one of the two. So, yeah, we're full blast back in it, and having all this time off of it, dude, I'm like charged up like a motherfucker, bruh. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do everything again on it. So, but yeah, man, this track is hardcore as hell. Roughness everywhere, braking bumps, acceleration bumps, bumps up the face, bumps down the face, bumps around the corner, bumps on the billboards, humps and bumps and jumps, and I mean, it's unbelievable, bro. The only place it smooths out is like on the start straight. That's literally the only place, but yeah, this will give you a whole different experience than you've ever had in this game. This is like really cool whenever I think of this as this being like a second moto version of a pro race type track, and then if you smooth all this shit out like half, that would be like the first moto version or something, It'd be kind of a way to do something and not have a crazy amount of terrain deformation in a pro race, specifically talking more about MX Sim that doesn't have any cushion in the terrain deformation, but this should go to prove to you that you can still have a assload of skill gap and rut choice, line choice, all that kind of stuff without having terrain deformation. You can still have that depending on how you make the pre-made, but got a really cool sand filling on this track, so it gives it a soft, you know, kind of you can dip and dive into the different ruts and stuff. Couple of bigger jump opportunities coming out of some of these bigger wall-style jumps. You can kind of do like a triple jump over the rollers instead of a double, so that's pretty cool. All the billboards, off-track stuff's great. Looks really good. I don't know, man. There's just something about these corners just flow to me. I think that's one of the biggest things about some of the other tracks that I've been riding on that just, I feel like they're like the lanes are too short and the corners feel too tight. It's just like the corners don't flow right, you know? It's like there's still some flow, and the berms and ruts are big enough that you can get on the gas more, you know? That's the problem when you have those really small-ass berms on those supercross tracks that are just barely anything, and then you have a super tight scaling, you know, corner on top of that. It just feels like you're having to slow down to that point where a simulator starts to act really silly with its physics, you know. So that kind of can give you a bizarre experience. But yeah, man, tons of places you can really open up the throttle on this track. You just kind of got to grit your teeth and hold the gas down and to get over the roughness and the ruts and stuff, but you can definitely do it. A lot of cool little areas where you can kind of snake it in on a middle rut and really hold the gas down. Some spots have ruts going into other ruts. It's pretty much got everything, man. And it's not just rut skill gap and roughness skill gap. It's got some jump skill gap on it too. Like I was saying, there's a couple places where it's pretty tough to, especially when you're coming off of the rutted jump, to still be able to jump what you're trying to hit, because it's just got so many micro ruts on the jump face, and there is no jump face on this track that's just like perfectly unrealistically smooth like you find on literally 99% of other tracks out there. You know, it's actually got a realistic jump face. But this track's probably going to annoy a lot of you guys as well. You kind of have to get used to it if you're really used to riding on all those super smooth MX bikes tracks. You know, at first it's going to be like, oh my God, this is just too rough, or this is just too ruddy. But you got to respect the shit, dog. You know, you got to realize this track to me just, it like makes me want to actually play the game more. That's how I know this track is good, because it literally, I sit down on it and I'm like, I could run 3,000 laps on this track and not get bored of it, you know, without a road, without any terrain information, without anything, just pre-made. I could literally ride 3,000 laps on this track and still have fun and still feel like I could get faster on it. And that is just not the case with most tracks in this game, period. So for that reason, this thing's getting at least a 9 out of 10. I don't know if I'd go all the way to the extent to go 10 out of 10, but certainly a 9 out of 10 for sure. Difficulty is, I mean, damn, dog. I'm going to say it's Pastrana difficulty. I'm going to say it's even a little more than your typical hard difficulty. I'm going to say this is Pastrana right here, because this is the roughest track I have rode on in this game by far, bar none. So just be aware before you download the track. But either way, man, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. We're going to keep rocking these videos out, get the streams going again. Hell yeah. Stay tuned. We'll be back later, dudes.